little light. Hey everybody, I'm just messing with my light. Hang on with me. Hey Lisa. Hello to you. Hey Bree. How y'all doing today? All right, getting it together. Getting it together. Happy Saturday, everyone. Can you believe I woke up this morning dreaming about these cookies? The way my brain works. Not that I want to eat them. I just dreamed about making them. Hello, Kizzy. How you doing? Hey, Miss Barb. How y'all doing? Thank you for joining me. I've only been live on YouTube one other time besides now, but I'm going to start trying to do it more over here. So what we're making today is I've made the red velvet chocolate chip cookies before, but what I want to do is I want to do red velvet with white chocolate chip cookies, and I want to do some with some nuts. I have not done that one before, so I'm really excited about that for this upcoming holiday season. Hi to you, Yassi, love him. Hello. So what I'm gonna put in here is I have 1 stick of salted butter. It's cut up in cubes because I find that it'll go ahead and soften quicker if I just cut it up into smaller pieces. And so, and I've already taken the initiative to wash my hands, but I'm gonna put some gloves on too. And I'm mainly putting these gloves on because we're gonna be working with that red food coloring. I'm so glad you got to catch me too, Miss Barb. Appreciate you coming. So we got in here, and let me just say, at the end of this live, what I will do is I will go back in the description box and I will list all of the ingredients that we use. So I should have did that beforehand, but I'll do it after. So I have 1 stick or half a cup of softened butter, and I'm going to use 1 stick or 1 cup of this butter flavor Crisco. So this is my base recipe for a lot of my cookies. This is the same recipe that I use for my chocolate chip cookies, for my grandkids cookies that I have on here, and a couple of other ones. And a lot of times the only thing I'm doing is switching up the add-ins and switching up maybe the flavorings. And that's about it. But the base is still the same, okay? And so now, to the butter and shortening, we want to add 2 cups of light brown sugar, okay? Who is that? Good evening to you too. And I'm going to firmly pack this brown sugar in my cup. 2 cups of firmly packed light brown sugar. I'm so happy y'all joined me today. So that's that. So we're going to turn this on and give this a mix. I want to mix this until it is light and fluffy and completely combined, which normally takes a couple of minutes. So while that's going, in here I have 4 tablespoons of milk. You can use whatever milk you have on hand. Okay, I'm using almond milk because that's what I have. But if you have 2% milk, whole milk, evaporated milk, I've tested all the milks and it all works. So 4 tablespoons of milk. And I'm going to add to this 2 eggs, okay? And what I want to do is get all my wet ingredients together. This doesn't take long at all. I'm going to give that a mix. And so it's easy to just prep your ingredients while this is creaming. I actually want to give this a scrape, and then I'm going to crank the mixer up a little bit. So we'll give this a scrape. Crank the mixer up. And I'm putting it on speed 4. Alright. So back to our liquid ingredients. If you are interested in the measuring cups I use, I have tagged them in this video. So to this I want to add my flavoring. You can use vanilla extract. I'm going to use this buttered vanilla extract that I have because I have it on hand. But you can use just regular vanilla extract, and you want to use a tablespoon. Put that in there. And then I'm using the red velvet elixir from PK Elixirs. Now, if you don't have this, you can use red food coloring and a tablespoon of cocoa powder. So what you want to do is you want to use a tablespoon of red gel food coloring or one of those 2-ounce bottles of liquid food coloring and add 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder to your dry ingredients if you don't have this. That's the substitute for this. I like using this because the red velvet elixir, it actually already has cocoa powder in it. It says it on the bottle, and it has the red food coloring in it. So it's just like one step. All right, so that's good evening to you too, Miss Angela. So that's why I like using that, because I can do everything in one step, but you don't have to use that if you don't have it. Matter of fact, if y'all would like, I could just not use that all together, and we can just do the alternative method. Because I know everybody don't have that. I think that's a good plot twist. Let's just go ahead and do the alternative method. Instead of using this, we're going to do the alternative method. But let me go to this. This is just about creamed how I like it. I'm going to let it go just a little bit more because I want that sugar to dissolve some more while we get our new ingredients together. So I'm going to let that go. Let me go in my, don't look at my cabinet, it's a mess, I already know. But I got my cocoa powder here. So I have that, and I know I have red food coloring up here too. Yep. So we'll just do that. Easy peasy. So what I'm going to do is, I want to mix my cocoa powder up with my dry ingredients. Because see, once we get this together, this goes so fast, it goes so quick, we'll be done in no time flat. The longest part of this whole recipe is this part right here, creaming this butter and sugar together like I need it to be. That's it. And now I'm looking at it, and it's just about doubled in volume, and that's kind of how I want it. Excuse me one second. All right, so now we're going to set that to the side. We're going to bring this down, give our bowl a scrape, and then we're just going to let this sit while we get our other ingredients together. We are almost done already. Don't take long at all, especially if you got all your ingredients handy and you're organized. You have this done in no time flat. But these are going to be so pretty for this upcoming holiday season. I made them last year for the holiday season, and they were a big hit. Any questions? Y'all good? So, dry ingredients. What we want is, in a bowl, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay? I'm going to put that over my sink so I can level it off in the sink. So 1, 2 teaspoons of salt. And then we need 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. All right. And now, since we're doing the all other, not the quick method, but the real method, I'm going to add to this a tablespoon of my cocoa powder. This is the special dark cocoa powder, but that's what I have on hand. But just use regular cocoa powder like you would for a regular red velvet cake. So I'm going to add that. Mix that up. And that's that. So let me just say that when it comes to red food coloring, I like to use the gel food coloring. I always buy my red every year in a big bottle because with the amount of red velvet cookies and red velvet cakes and red velvet pound cakes that I use, I just like to go ahead and have it on hand, okay? Could you use Lorraine's Red Velvet Emulsion? Absolutely. Absolutely. You absolutely could. That would make it a whole lot easier. Do everything in one step. All right, so we got this going. What we want to add to this is we're going to begin to slowly add in our liquid ingredients, and then we're going to add our flour. I think what I'm going to do is before I even add the liquid, I'm going to add this. On a low speed. Give it a shake. You're welcome. You're welcome, Miss Kizzy. That's about a tablespoon. I'll see what that looks like. If I need more, I'll add more. But right now let me just say this. It's very important when you add food coloring to any dessert, whether it's a cake or cookies, it is so important to add it before the flour. I can't stress that enough. Because if you ever seen somebody make a cake with food coloring in it and you wonder why, like the outside is dark, but you don't really see the color to the inside of the cake, 9 times out of 10 is because that color that mixed with that flour. So you want to add this before the flour. Okay? I know that sounds kind of backwards, but trust me when I tell you it works. It works. Why exactly, I don't know, but it works so much better. So that's that. I'm going to add just a little bit more. And then I'm going to go ahead and start adding in my liquid. A little at a time. And let that mix. Thank you to everybody who's joining me for the first 15 minutes. I sure appreciate you being here. My name is Sofana, and my Facebook page is Mama Sofana Buttercream Dreams. My YouTube channel is called The Chef and the Baker RVA. Now, why is that? It's a good story as to why my YouTube channel does not match my Facebook page, and I will tell you why. When I created this YouTube channel, so I created this, I already had the Mama Sofana page, right? For a while. But in 2021, I created the YouTube channel, and we named it The Chef and the Baker because it was supposed to be a YouTube channel for me and my husband, who my husband is a chef, in case you didn't already know. That was the plan. But when you have a husband who is a chef in real life, meaning that's his job, that's what he go to work and do every day, he don't always have time to do what I do. Even though I work too, but I don't cook for a living. So it's mainly my videos on here. It may be a couple on there with him on there still, but that's the reason. That's the reason for the name, because originally it was supposed to be a channel for he and I to showcase our talents, if that makes sense. So the next ingredient that we need to get together is the flour, and you need 4 cups of flour. Okay, just all-purpose flour, nothing fancy. All-purpose flour. And that's that. And I tell you what, I'm so low on sugar and flour these days. Okay. So as you can see, the red is really taking color. The red almost even intensified more when I added the liquid ingredients. So I'm very happy with this color, and I don't need to add any more to this. All right, set that right there. So what I'm going to do is begin to alternate my flour with this other bowl of ingredients. Any questions? Y'all awfully quiet. When I be on Facebook Live, they have a ton of questions. So this is, I'm going to do 2 cups of flour first and mix that up. And you see how we just about done? This is not hard at all. And then I'm going to throw all of this in. This is our salt, baking soda, and our cocoa powder. Throw that in. All right. And give that a mix on low. And then we owe this cookie dough 2 more cups of flour. Throw that in there. All right. I'm going to give this bowl a good scrape, and then I'm going to really let it go so I can get it thoroughly mixed. Knock all this flour down. And the dough is looking really well. Go all the way to the bottom of this bowl and make sure I'm turning the dough actually over so I can get all of it mixed and incorporate it. All right. Until I don't see any more white flour. Hi to you too. Thank you. Does the red have a taste? Have you had red velvet cake before? It's the same as that. By the time you put all this sugar and everything, you don't taste it. I think you would have to put a lot more. I'm guessing you never had any red velvet products because it doesn't have a taste. Mostly, if anything, people say they taste the cocoa powder if nothing else. But by the time you add all the sugar, that's what you're going to taste. right, looks good to me. Nice, pretty dough. That's it. That's what you want. Now I'm going to add my white chocolate chips into this. And I'm going to add the whole bag of white chocolate chips. Whoops. Whole bag of white chocolate chips in the bowl. Turn it on. And I like how this is looking already. I like how this is looking already. And so that's it. So if you've ever watched me make cookies before, one thing that you will know already that I am very, very big on pre-scooping my dough and letting it sit in the refrigerator before I bake it. Preferably overnight. Tonight, I think I'm going to let it rest for about an hour. I may not, because I may bake these tonight. Because there's something else that I want to do with these. Let me grab a cookie sheet. And some parchment. Hang on one second. I like the way this dough is so pretty, isn't it? So what I want to do though, after I do bake them, I'm going to decorate them like I saw in my dream. And so the thought is I want to drizzle. Normally I do a cream cheese drizzle on the top of them. What I want to do this time is a white chocolate drizzle. And I got a couple of other things up my sleeve. But that'll be in a separate video once I bake them. Okay? How many people on here came over here from Facebook? I'm just curious. Did you see me live here on this app, or did you come over because I announced it on Facebook? I just want to see which method works. Curious. If you wouldn't mind letting me know, I sure appreciate it. So that's that. I'll get them scissors. I use a 2-ounce cookie scoop for these. But if you want the real big cookies, you can use a 4-ounce cookie scoop. And I had a 4-ounce one too. I gotta get me another one. I was just looking at them the other day. I gotta get me another one. Alright, so that's that. And again, because I am working with this red dough, I'm going to put another pair, even though I just washed my hands, I'm going to put another pair of gloves on. So you got an alert. Oh, you got an alert from YouTube. Okay, interesting. See, I didn't even know they did that. Thank you for letting me know. I was on YouTube already. Okay. Okay, YouTube notification. Okay. So I thank you for telling me that, because I didn't even know that YouTube would alert people that I was going live. So thank you for that information. This is so pretty. I just think this is so pretty for Christmas time. And you know, around this time of year, normally they will release the white chocolate chips that are cream cheese flavored. I couldn't find any today. And Amazon, I even looked on Amazon. They were on Amazon, but they cost way too much money. So I said, well, you know, next time I go to the grocery store, if I see them, I'll grab some, because that would be really good in this. Well, we just gonna do the white chocolate, since that's what we can have. So here is my 2-ounce cookie scoop that I like to use. Let me just say that I always recommend using the one with the handle on it, because the other one that squeeze at the bottom, they break too easily for this. They break way too easily. And this dough, normally, and I always tell people this, normally when I do it, depending on how precise I am, I normally get about 3 dozen cookies. It just depends on how precise I am. So how do I know that? There was a time where, when I'm not being lazy, like when I used to sell cookies, what I used to do is I would weigh my cookie dough. So that's where I get the 2 ounces from. Like I would weigh every one to make sure it was exactly 2 ounces. And when I did that, I always got exactly 3 dozen. So I don't really sell cookies like that no more. So I use my scoop because it's faster. So it normally be around 3 dozen, give or take. Maybe take. So we'll see what we get this time. Any questions about the dough? So when did you get out of the So this is why, Lisa, this is why I gotta make you a moderator, because you see this somebody on here spamming me, and then we need to have you be able to jump on and go ahead and block them. But don't worry, when I get off of here, I'll block them. Cause let me see, because I have no idea. People just have so much time on their hands. Oh, I can report it and I can remove it. Okay. So this is spam, unwanted spam, and we report it. The comment is no longer visible. Okay. All right. Yeah, Miss Barb, too much time. Too much time on their hands. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. It is a shame. But yeah, so what I want to do, so that is a dozen, right? That's a dozen. So this is what I want to do. Where did I have? Hang on. I think it is up here. I have some nuts. Yep, this up here. So I told you I want to do some nuts on some of them too. Not all of them. I'll do nuts on some of them. Because I can't wait to see what that's going to look like. I just got a feeling it's going to be so pretty. And actually, I want to chop these up because these are chopped nuts, but they still are a little big. So let me do that. Let me do that. I'm going to set this over here. I got a small board I can use that for. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all recording it too. Thank you. Because that just don't make no sense. Really? Lord have mercy. Too much time on their hands. Really. So let me get my knife here. So these are chopped, but they're a little big for these cookies. So I'm going to just rough chop them some more. You know, back in the day, I used to have this little glass container that had a little chopper inside. You just kind of turn it. And that thing was so convenient. But do you know, when you try to get one of those things today, they so expensive. And I don't remember them being that expensive back in the day. I'm talking about, this had to have been over 20 years ago when I had one. I was young. I'm going to have to go try to find me one at the thrift store or something, because they running everywhere from $40 and up now. That's ridiculous. Because it's a manual chopper. It's not even something that you plug up. Like, why is this thing so expensive? I have no idea. Somebody tried to sell me one from, oh, you got one at a yard sale? See, that's what I'm going to have to do. Somebody tried to sell me one from Pampered Chef. Baby, $60. Who finna pay $60 for that? I want it, but I don't want it that bad. I gotta find me one. Because I used to have one, and they were very handy for this right here. Because you didn't have to plug it up, it didn't take no space up, and you could just do a quick chop and be done. So there we go. Those still a little big, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna set this over here because I might have to chop some more. We'll see. So now, let's bring my cookie sheet back. I know. All right. So I'm gonna garnish the top with this pecans. And do about a dozen with pecans. Just like that. So to recap the recipe, and again, like I said, I will put it in the description box when we're done. But just to recap the recipe, I want to let you know, in case you want to write it down for yourself, we're going to use 1 stick of softened butter. I use salted. You don't have to use salted if you don't want to. But if you've ever baked with me before, you'll notice that for the most part, I use salted butter for everything. But that's just my personal preference. But it doesn't really matter which one you use, because you are going to add salt in the recipe. Then we used 1 cup of butter flavored Crisco, or 1 stick. 1 stick equals 1 cup. Then we used 2 cups of firmly packed light brown sugar. All right. 4 tablespoons of your milk of choice. Oh, you can also use when I was talking about the milks, you can also use coffee creamer, because in my chocolate chip cookie recipe, I show myself using coffee creamer. But you can use regular milk, 2% milk, almond milk, oat milk, whatever milk you have, it'll all work. So 4 tablespoons of milk and 2 large eggs. Your dry ingredients is going to be 2 teaspoons of salt, 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 4 cups of flour, and the only other thing I haven't mentioned yet was your flavoring. So I use the butter vanilla flavoring, but you can just use regular vanilla extract and that's fine. And that is the recipe. We added 1 whole bag of white chocolate chips. The last time I made this recipe, I used regular chocolate chips. I like to use mini chocolate chips also. Or you can actually use no chocolate chips. You can just do a regular red velvet cookie with no chips in it. You can do it with sprinkles. That would be pretty too. You say you're going to have, I'm going to have you back at the store looking for cocoa and nuts. It's so pretty. I can't wait to see these with the nuts on it bake up. I cannot wait to see that. But I am going to set this in the refrigerator after I get these scooped out. I'm putting this in the refrigerator. The dough is really soft right now. So what that tells me is that these was probably spread more than what I want at this state. So I am going to let these go in the refrigerator for at least an hour. I might do it overnight. I'm not sure if I'm going to bake these tonight or not. We got to see how the night go. But whenever I do bake them, I'm definitely going to come back on here because I want to decorate them with you all. But really simple, easy recipe. So that's a dozen of the ones with the pecans. Let me do a dozen and a half, then I'll do the rest plain. Or however much, because I want to use up the nuts in my bowl. So let me see. Let's get another 4 out of there, and then I'll just do the rest plain. I did not know that YouTube would send out the notification. That is good to know. Because I'm trying to decide. Because I go live on Facebook. But like I said, this is only my second time going live over here. So I'm trying to figure out which one is the most beneficial. Which do people find me on the most is what I'm trying to figure out. And let me just also say that if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do. If you're new over here, please do. Yeah, I think one more cookie will do it, and then we'll do the rest of them plain. So far we got 1, 2 and a half dozen. I don't know if I'm going to get another 6 out of what I have left. Let me see. We might get the 3 dozen. We might. Let me see. It all depends on how precise my scooping is. Let's see. Will we make it? I really love this color. This is so pretty. Wait till y'all see these baked off. Now, if you look on my channel, there's already a recipe video up for the crayon cheese glaze that I normally put on these. That's already on here. So if you wanted to take a look at that, that's already here. We might even have more than 3 dozen. You said Facebook? Okay. It is a good versatile recipe. It really is. Like I said, it's my base recipe for a few cookies that I make. And it never fails me. So I stick with it. All right. So that is 1, 2, that's 3 dozen. And I still have some dough here. So like I said, give or take. That's how this dough normally go with me. It really just depends on me. Looks like I might got 2 or 3 more cookies in here. So we're going to use them up. So I will wrap this entire sheet pan here with some press and seal wrap. And just stick it on the top shelf of my refrigerator and let it sit. I may bake them tonight though. I don't got a whole lot going on, so I don't see why not. I prefer to let them sit overnight, but I can do that. So, yep. Got a little over 3 dozen. I'll take it. I will take it. Any questions? Oh, of course you got a question. So how about when I do bake them, I bake them at 375 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes, which is a little bit. My chocolate chip cookies, I do those for exactly 12 minutes. These, sometimes I do these for a little bit, for just 10 minutes. For some reason they bake. I don't know if it's the addition of the coloring or the whatever it is, they bake a little bit different than my regular chocolate chip cookies. So at 10 minutes I'll start checking them. I also do 2 pans at one time, and I will rotate my pans halfway through. So 375. I'm sorry, what question did I mix? The scooper, yeah, 2-ounce scooper. It is a 2-ounce scooper. I have it tagged here so you all can see exactly where you can get one. You should see a link that say tag products. And full disclosure, if you buy one of the tag products, I do get a commission. So that's just full disclosure. But people always ask me, you know, what do I use? And so I like to be able to have a link ready for them so they can see for themselves. So let me wrap this. I'm just getting my dishwater going because I like to clean up right away. Yeah. These are so pretty. These pretty already. Aren't these pretty? Aren't these pretty? I just love them. They just so fun to make. They just so fun to make. I just love them. And they're delicious too, so that helps. What'd you say? Okay. So I'm just gonna wrap this up. And in the refrigerator it goes. So I'm glad y'all have your notifications on, because if I come back on here and bake them, you will know. And that's that. Any questions? See how easy that was and how fast that went? Don't take long at all. Let me go ahead and get these in the you said you're definitely making these for your son who loves anything red velvet. Oh, okay. My son loves them. My grandkids love them. My daughters love them. They are really a delicious cookie. They stay soft for days. You can't go wrong with them. Let me put these in the fridge. Me too. That press and seal will save your life, won't it? And it's expensive too. So I like to, it's funny because I like to use it for my baking, and when people start using it for other stuff, I get upset. I get upset because I'm like, that is for my baking. It's already expensive, but I need it. Like nothing wraps the cake as well as that press and seal wrap. When you putting it in the freezer for later or something like that, or even when I ship a cake, I use that press and seal wrap. It is great. It's a great, great product. Thank you. You hear from Facebook? That's good, Kizzy. Okay. How long do it stay in the fridge? Okay, so at least an hour. Preferably overnight, but if you can't wait to overnight, at least an hour. You want to do at least an hour. And then you'll be good to go, which is what I'm thinking I'll do tonight. I'll let it stay in there for about an hour. Then I'll come on back on here and bake them up. Let them cool over at night, and then tomorrow I might decorate them. We'll see. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me. This was fun. I'm so happy that I am now to the point where I'm enjoying going live, because I used to dread it. I used to dread it, and I used to say I will never go live. I didn't want nothing to do with it. But now I'm learning to enjoy it. I'm actually loving engaging with the people, and I love answering questions. So I appreciate y'all joining me. But I was not always like this. I'm not going to lie to you. There. All right. All right, everybody. So that is that. The clock is ticking. We got an hour to wait before we can bake them. I'm going to come on back here. We'll bake them tonight. I have decided I will bake them tonight, so we can take a look at them, because I'm anxious. Like, I want to see the one, because I've never done the red velvet with the nuts. And my daughter has sent me a picture. Somebody else had did some. They looked a little different than mine. It was a different type of red velvet cookie. It was like them big, big, thick ones. And I don't make those. But I'm like anxious to see what mine's look like. So I will be back. I will be back. I want to see what it look like. All right. Well, thank y'all for joining me. Like I said, I'm going to finish cleaning up. Let's see here. Do I even know how to do this? Well, I don't know if it's live. I didn't even know. Y'all didn't even tell me I could share this directly to my Facebook. Ain't nobody called and told me nothing. I didn't even know. Well, now I know. So that means that tells me. Let me look. I'm playing with features now. Okay, so if y'all see that little shopping bag at the bottom of the screen, if you click that, it shows you the 2-ounce cookie scoop. That's there. What's this? Look at me. You can tell I never come on here on live. I'm playing with the features, trying to figure out how to work everything. Because I don't know. I don't come on here live enough. But I'm gonna change that. Okay. Okay. So that's how you work that. What are you going to make with those bananas? I'm glad you asked that, because let me tell you, I was looking at them today and I almost didn't make the cookies. I was like, I need to go live and make, I'm going to tell you what popped up in my head. A banana layer cake with a brown butter, brown sugar frosting. That's what popped up in my head. Now, whether that actually get done, I don't know. But I want to actually make a layer cake. That's what I'm thinking. I want to make a banana layer cake, because I have not done one of those in quite some time. That's what I want to do. Y'all don't mind if I wash my dishes. So you was wondering the same thing? Y'all supposed to be listening to me. Y'all watching the bananas. I know they've been sitting over there some days. I think when I was live on Facebook, we was talking about them same bananas. Like, what are you going to make with them bananas? They've been there too long. Tomorrow is the day. I got to do something with them. And do you know, if you don't do nothing with them right away, you can peel them and put them in the freezer. And you can do something with them that way. Who is that?
Who do you think it is?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know you had one out the door.
I texted you.
How you?
I was at the clubhouse.
I'm supposed to know that you text me and I'm on the live.
No, I'm sorry, baby. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing?
I didn't know you had left.
No.
I was.
You were doing your thing.
Okay.
That's what you were doing.
All right.
See you later.
Where you going now?
Outside. Ain't nothing to wait. I was giving instructions this morning.
You know what?
I was giving instructions.
I ain't gave you no instructions this morning. I ain't gave you no instructions. All I said was just leave me alone. That's all I said. I said, give me a minute. That's all I said. That's all I said. Give me a minute. So, yeah, what y'all think? Let's do a poll. Whoever here is still on here with me, should I do a banana layer cake? Should I do, thank you for the, thank you, banana layer cake? Or should we do, because I had said the other day a banana coffee cake. Or should we just do a banana pound cake? What you think? What would you like to see me do with it? Because something definitely need to get done with them. Because that's like a whole, I don't even think one banana out that bunch got touched. Question is, hold on, let me see. Since I'm messing with these features, can I put it in here in the chat? You said pound cake? Let's see. I'm putting it in the chat. I'm gonna see what I can do. Banana layer cake or pound cake or coffee cake. And it say start poll. So let's do that. Let's see. What say you? What say you? Woo. We having an Indian summer here in Virginia. All of a sudden, after being cold, it done got hot. Had to cut the air back on. And I do apologize if this water noise is irritating. But what's most irritating is the mess. I gotta clean up. That's me. I got to clean up as soon as I get done. I can't look at it. I definitely can't walk away from it. So if we gonna, you said banana pudding. Oh, child, now I already have a video up here of banana pudding, but it is a really old video, and I do need to update it. But problem with me is, and banana pudding is, my banana pudding is so good, but it is completely from scratch, so it is time consuming. I love it. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Matter of fact, I don't make it that often, because when they get in this house, we will devour it. It's so good. It's like the type you will be getting up eating it for breakfast. It's that good. But it's completely from scratch, so it is time consuming. I don't like doing it often. Ooh, that's hot. Hot, hot, hot. You said pound cake or coffee cake, sis. It was 87 yesterday. And all, see, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Yesterday, I was feeling like a little something in my chest. I was like, Lord, here we go with this. Hot, cold. And then what make matters even worse is in my office, the office don't know what to do. So in the same day, they like kicking on the heat and then kicking on the air in the afternoon. And wondering how come people calling out sick. Sorry, y'all, but I gotta clean this stuff up. I want nothing else in this kitchen get made till I get this together. All right. Whew. Okay, I see. Let me look at the poll. I see Pound cake, mind you, we talking about these bananas here. We voting to see what we gonna do with these bananas here. You said you wash as you go too? I see. How many do I see? Let's tally up the votes. So far I see 2 pound cake, another pound cake, or coffee, 1 banana layer cake. So far, it looks like the majority is saying a pound cake. That's what y'all want, a pound cake, huh? That's what it's saying. So far, that is the majority is ruling for pound cake. So, well, now here's the thing. If we do pound cake, what kind of glaze we gonna put on it? What kind of glaze? We gonna do just a regular cream cheese glaze, or a cinnamon glaze, brown butter glaze. What goes well with bananas? You said vanilla glaze? Whatever I like. Miss Barb, banana pudding was not on the list. I'm not, you can just take that off. That's what I promise you, I'm not making banana pudding. One day, not tomorrow though. Closer we get to the holidays, that would be a good thing to do closer we get to the holidays. I'm here for that. Definitely here for that. Because I'm going to have to bring y'all over to my stove and everything. Because like I said, I'm doing it from scratch. There ain't no mixer involved. This is all at the stove. Whisking. And whisking. And whisking some more. You said banana pudding. I think they too brown for banana pudding, though. Wouldn't you think so? Banana bread, yes. Banana cake, yes. I don't think I would want them that brown for. I like a ripe banana for banana pudding, but I don't know if I want it that ripe. I don't know. I don't know about that. Because they need to be able to hold up. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I didn't mean to turn my back on y'all. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. She said, staring at that customer is a job for banana pudding. Yeah, it's looking rough over there. I'll give you that. It's looking mighty rough over there. It's looking like if we don't do something with this by tomorrow, they're going to go in the trash. That's what it's given, as the young people say. That's what it's given. But it still looks like the majority of the votes is for banana pound cake. That's what y'all saying. That's what the majority. And I said banana layer cake. And I only seen, unless I'm wrong, I only seen one person vote for banana layer cake. Who is that? I'm looking out the window being nosy. Sorry. You know how you be officially at that age where you need to know who that is walking past your house? That's me. Officially at that age, I need to know. Who in the yard? Who in the front? Why are you in front of my house? Officially at that age. Uh-huh. All right, so it looks like, unless I get some more votes after this live go off, it looks like it's gonna have to be banana pound cake. That's what y'all telling me, because that's the majority of the votes so far. That is the majority of the votes so far. You there too, Miss Barb? Yeah. Officially, you got to look and see. Who is that? Why is they in front of my house? Who is that? Yeah, I'm there now. I'm officially there, especially if it's a car you ain't never seen before. Make yourself a banana milkshake. That's good too. That's good too. So you peel them things and put them in the freezer and then blend them up. That is a good idea. You could always do that. My husband used to do that. He would throw in a glob of peanut butter. He would do that too. Yeah, banana pancakes. But that's still just a lot of bananas, you know, that look like the whole bunch. I didn't buy them. I ain't gonna say who did. I ain't gonna say no names, but it wasn't me. So I just sat there and watched them to see what was gonna happen. It wasn't me. That's all I'm saying. Don't tell nobody. So 10 votes. Thank y'all so much for voting. I appreciate it. All right. All right. Okay. All right, y'all. So we've been on here an hour already. Clock is already ticking for the cookie dough. So I'll meet y'all back here in about an hour, okay? Yep, okay.